Well, how about it, people? Happy Friday, day 29. We are crushing it. Day 29. Give me some bread. Give me some bread. Wait, no, wait. Give me some head. Give me some head. Well, I hope y'all got your fill of head these last 30 days, and I hope you improved a lot. Now, we do have one more day tomorrow, right? Day 30's tomorrow, people. But we're going to be doing that live. So we're going to be doing that live tomorrow. So come on over, join the live, 11:15-ish, something like that. Pacific Standard Time, of course, because we're right here in California on the ocean and whatnot. That's how we do it. Well, welcome. How you doing today? How you doing, all right? Is your fire stoked? Are you ready to jump out there? I don't know what's going on. Something get me coughing around here. I don't know. We got the seasons changing. We got all kinds of stuff going on. I don't know. Stuff on my face. It's probably all that cocaine I did earlier to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So welcome. All right. How you doing? Are you stoked? Are you excited about whatever's going on? You got some big plans this weekend? I sure hope so. Don't wait around for plans to come to you. Make the plans, people. Okay? Don't be the girl waiting on the side of the dance floor, waiting for the guys to come pick her up, and then you hit 43 and you ain't never danced before. So what do? You buy yourself some cats and then tell their cats why the men are scum. Okay? Don't be that person. Get out there. All right? Get out there, put on your best dress or whatever, and your best push-up bra, and get out there and get to dancing, okay? And the more you make plans, the more the plans will start to come to you. All right? The more people say, hey, so-and-so's exciting. I was just yelling at Forest Mommy. Me and Forest Mommy were chit-chatting about a margarita party. Okay? We got to have one of these margarita parties pretty soon. You know what I mean? Buoy each other up with some excitement. All right? We can't be these squares all the time. I mean, if we are ever squares, you know what I mean? I don't know. Are we? So anyway, are you excited? Are you stoking that fire? Keep shoveling that coal into the boiler to get that steam going, okay? And then of course you got to keep that critical eye locked in the hole. Use that the secret power. Use that secret power of impulse control so that you can continue on in the right path that you want to go. The right path that's set by your schedule. You got your schedule set. You got that 30 minutes a day going in the direction that you want it to go in. Hell, maybe you're just like a video game player and you want to get back into playing video games. So give yourself 30 minutes a day to do that, okay? All kinds of video games coming out. I was looking at, what is it, Lucky Tower, a Lonely Tower, where you're a little guy and you have to escape this haunted tower. That's pretty cool. And there's all kinds of games coming out now. If you want to get back into gaming, if you got the time to spend on it. Like I said, I don't really have that much time to spend on it because I'm always drawn. But I do put the YouTube, the playthroughs up on the YouTube, on the big screen over here. And it's, when I'm sick and tired of listening to, this theory or that theory or Charlie Kirk this or, all this bullshit that. And I'm just like, give me a break. I just need to watch some video games or something in the background while I work, get some music on or something. And that's a lot of fun. I like doing that, okay? So I use that to help me with my schedule, all right? Now, some people were asking me, well, how do you do all this stuff and then work out and all that kind of stuff too? And I say, hey, I got myself a whole weight set, kettlebell set and everything, spin bike, the whole 9 yards at home, people. And I just go ahead and I jump on my spin bike and I'm rendering my videos and I'm doing my workout. That's what I do. As soon as I'm done doing the videos here, I edit them, and then throw them in to render, and I start my workout right away. Okay, so I have all that, you know, you set up your lifestyle so that you're not wasting, you know, 15, 20 minutes driving to a gym, 15, 20 minutes driving back from a gym, right? You get the most out of your day. You learn to squeeze that time out and put it in the places that you want it to be in so that it makes the biggest impact. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you got to figure out. It's like a little puzzle. Every day is a little puzzle. Once you get the schedule you like, you can really modify it to project yourself into the kind of lifestyle that you want to be in, you know? Hell, maybe you need to set up some time, 30 minutes a day, you go shoplifting. I don't know. Maybe that's what you do. You know, you need a new wardrobe. Of course, I'm just fooling around. I'm just kidding. Don't get all down the road on me now. So tomorrow we got that live going on. We're going to have a good time. Come by and join, okay? And then we got Sunday Fun Day. Going to make something fun for Sunday Fun Day. I already got it lined up, figured out, all that good stuff. And the weekend's kind of when we look forward to cutting loose, okay? So keep that going, okay? And then, of course, we're going to be starting our next 30-day challenge on Monday, all right, people? It's going to be day 0. Remember, we always have a day 0 to shoot the shit about what the challenge is all about, right? We have a good talk. We figure out, you know, if we need to get anything like Post-it notes or note cards or you know, notebooks to write in or whatever. And then we're going to go and start day 1 with our feet running, hitting the ground, okay? All that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do come Monday, okay? So that'll be our day 0, all right? Now, we had some good comments. We got James commenting on the last video. He said, sweet. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. We got Ches Grinner. He's saying he's trying to watch the video on the phone, and he hopes I appreciate it. Well, you know what I do. And I know that Chess is out there. He's getting ready to do a big move, so he's driving 1,000 miles somewhere. I don't know where he's going. But it's a big deal, you know. Move is like one of the big traumatic events that happen in your life, you know. It's like a death in the family or whatever, and you don't realize how stressful it is until you actually go through one. And then have to move all your crap somewhere. And then you have to, you know, set it all up and all that kind of stuff. It takes a good couple of months to even get moved. You know what I mean, people? So we wish you good luck on that, okay? I know that's not a lot of fun. And we got Professor Grass out there. He says, I could see the world I'm writing about. It's so fucking cool. Now, that's what we're talking about. As you write, your intention, your imagination, it actually manifests and creates that world. Now, I know manifest is a word that we don't like to use because manifest is one of them woo-woo words that's been taken advantage of by all the retards out there, right? That I'm gonna manifest me a high-value man. I'm gonna manifest me a new car. Bro, it ain't like that. But when you are talking about imagination, when you are talking about creativity, you manifest and create it within your mind. Then it's capable, right? Then you change your belief system. Your belief system trickles down into your behaviors and your actions directly influence the physical world that you live in. That's how it works. That's how this whole game works, okay? So you change your mind changes your beliefs changes your actions change your world, okay? Now, it don't happen all at once, unless you got your finger on a nuclear bomb or something like that. But if you're trying to make positive, constructive changes in your life, it takes some time. Just like a farmer planting a field, it takes some time to yield those results. So stay consistent, all right? Get that momentum going, okay? And put that positivity into your life so that you have a life that you're excited to live and that you're satisfied with, all right? So that's what we got going on there. So Professor Grass, boom, big salute to you, bro. Good job on that. And that's what this next 30 days is going to be about. Utilizing our imagination to manifest the world, the story in our own mind, and then we're going to go ahead and pour it out physically on the page so that it can impact other people. That's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. And it has so many more meanings than just that meaning that we just talked about, okay? So that's exciting, all right? Now, Ches Grinner, he said another thing. He said, I was talking about Post-it notes. I said, get 1 or 2 packs of them. He said he got a whole box. So he's ready to go. I just hope he's able to find them when he moves or whatever. You never know, because I put boxes in the, you know, I move and I find them like a year later. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where that went. You know what I mean? And that happens, okay? So that happens, all right? So be good to yourself. Be excited. And looking forward to that next 30 days. Now, I want you to really think about what we've accomplished. If you've been on this little ride with me for the past 3 months, we've gone through 3 cycles, 30-day cycles to change your life, okay? Through the sketchbook, through the watercolor, and now through the heads, okay? And I want you to look back right now at the 30 days, the 3 cycles of 30 days. It's 1 quarter, okay? And that's when you should review your progress quarterly. Every 90 days, review your progress and use it to bolster yourself, all right? To make yourself excited. Because if you can see progress, the positive reinforcement allows you to go further with even more bravado and even more certainty, okay? And we want to get that certainty set in concrete, motherfucker. We want that certainty set with rebar, reinforced concrete, boom, like a solid foundation that's unshakable, okay? And when you walk forward, that certainty, what does it create? It creates confidence. What does confidence do? It attracts people to you, okay? That's what this is all about. I know I said this is what it's all about a couple of times, but you know, we're talking in metaphorical language, all right? And because we talk in metaphor because it has many meanings. And the many meanings meet you at whatever part of the journey you're in so that you can take whatever you can observe and apply it to your life. Some people can see more, some people can see less. That's just how it is. But we're going forward and hopefully to take control and have control in the life that we want. And that's what the foundational goal is here. It's to elevate the quality and have a life that we all want to live, okay? Whatever that means to you. Maybe that means surfing in Hawaii. Maybe that means going to the best restaurant in the city. Maybe that just means coming home to a peaceful house. And that's worth it. That's worth it. Watching football on a Friday night or Saturday or Sunday. Having some nachos. And that's worth it. Some of us, that's heaven to some of us. And that's worth it. All right? So think about that. Look forward to it. Come along for the ride for the next 30 days. We're going to have a good time, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and jump down here in our illustration, and we're going to have fun today, okay? We're going to have fun on this illustration, all right? Now, if you look at this, what I got laid out here is something kind of fun, and it's something about the heads. And today I wanted to talk through the illustration about human psychology. And so I made something kind of crazy, all right? And we're just going to have fun with it, okay? We're just going to have a good time, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to illustrate this. So just go ahead and sit back and ride along as we get into this illustration about human psychology, okay? And what we're all really looking for, right? We're all looking for some form of love, okay? And that could be a good goal, but it can also be the bait on a hook that we're not sure if we should eat. We should take a bite of. You know what I mean? We got our cheek right here. Got our nose. And I'm just putting in the anatomical shapes as I see them. I've already laid this out. Like by this time you know the rule, you know the situation. I lay it out so that it's not boring. You know, nobody wants to watch me lay something out. You know, it's not enjoyable. Nobody wants to watch me think in slow motion. People want to see what's going on quickly. And they want to be like, aha, I know what's going on. Even if they don't know what's going on, they want to think like they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all want to know, right? That's what it's all about. It's about being curious and wanting to know. We're working on this head right here. Gonna put his ear in. Can you tell what I'm drawing yet? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Kind of fun. I'll have some music going so you can enjoy the ride, okay? I just have my medium marker. I'm having a good time. I'm just relaxing. This is day 29. We got it all out the way. We learned everything that we need to learn, and we're ready to go forward. Put it into poetry. You know, we're going to go ahead and put this into visual poetry. That's what we're working on here. A little visual poetry. That's all, just a little bit of visual poetry. And that's when you really have something to say. When you've ironed out all of the difficult things and the structural issues of how to draw and the technical aspects, then you come in with a little bit of poetry. And you try to put something that's profound, that speaks to people. And you try to ascend beyond the actual mechanics of drawing, right? It's like, you know, when you're learning how to write in school or whatever, they tell you about all the syntax and stuff, and you want to go ahead and learn that syntax, but then after the syntax, you want to be able to write a story or a poem that resonates with people. Alright? And that's what we're doing here. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. Bit of a story. So we got our guy right there. He's like thinking about something, right? And take what you learned, and you know, we got learn how to do some of these different heads, and they're all just simple shapes, right? So once you learn that they're simple shapes, you're able to see that certain other things, like a head of a cobra, for example, it's just an oval. It's no big deal. It's no big deal, right? No big deal at all. Put a little bit of texture in there, give it a little bit of interest. Pay attention to the shapes that you use. Try to make beautiful shapes. Remember, the variance is the magic of life. Vary your shapes. Vary your... Now, I'm going to go ahead and get Big Daddy out, because I always like to use Big Daddy right here. You guys remember Big Daddy, right? Oh yeah, look at that thing. Big Daddy. Then we're going to go ahead and get Big Daddy going in here. And he's going to save me all kinds of time with filling this thing in, right? Save me time and ink as far as, you know, wearing out my other ink pen. And human psychology is one of the things that is like a pet hobby of mine. It's not really like, I like to know how why people do the things that they do. And especially a certain demographic, certain component of people. I like to understand why they do what they do. Alright, so we're pretty good with Big Daddy. Now let's go back in with the medium. And you can adjust the shapes when you're filling in the black. You can still get movement and adjust how the shapes, where they are, their location, and their proportion. I think I just adjusted the thickness of that tongue because it's got to be a little bit thinner. Got to be a little bit thinner. to really get what I want. And I'm illustrating this in such a way that it kind of is a little theatrical, has a little bit of a reveal to it. I'm doing certain parts, try to make it a little more theatrical. And I gotta get fine right in here because we do have some couple of fine details in here. Gotta be careful. Some eyeballs in the ear, a little bit. A little bit of eyeballs in the ear. I do little lines to gingerly approach inking. Move that out a little bit. Fatten that up a little bit. Maybe she has a really weird haircut. You know how these ladies are nowadays. Maybe it's just painted on. A little bit thinner. There we go. Got a little illustration there about something. What do you think that's about? That's pretty creepy, huh? All right, but we'll come back up here to one. And that's what we do around here. We kick some ass. We make some illustrations, some ideas, some visual poetry that people are going to talk about, and it's going to stick in your mind, okay? Everything doesn't have to be perfect, nor should it be perfect. Sometimes when you create an illustration and then there are one or two things that aren't perfect, that makes the illustration more memorable. It sticks in people's mind more, okay? So keep all these things in mind. Think about how you would visualize using the heads, different thoughts or philosophies or things that you want to express, and give it a try, okay? Try to draw something and express something from your imagination today based upon a philosophy or a belief or a thought process or something like that. Try to make abstract thought tangible and real, okay? Now get out there and kick some ass. Marge says, hey, happy Friday. Let's fucking go. Come on, man.